What on earth is happening at Real Madrid? Of course, the season is fully over since long time, but last night Real Madrid faced Real Oviedo at the Santiago Bernabeu, and Real Madrid won 2-0. Kylian Mbappe started on the bench, and then he came on towards the end in the game. But when Mbappe came on, the whole Bernabeu was whistling him. They were booing him. You could see Kylian Mbappe having a smirk on his face. His mom in the stands laughing at the fans booing him. And then after the game, Kylian Mbappe had done an interview indirectly throwing shots at Arbeloa, and at the same time criticizing the rest of the team also. So in this video, I want to react to Mbappe's interview, and of course, after the interview, Arbeloa as well in the press conference indirectly made responses to Kylian Mbappe as well. But let me bring up the interview, okay? The Kylian Mbappe interview after the game. He says, "My trip to Italy, I had the clause permission, and I was not the only player to leave Spain." Which is correct, okay? Like this season alone, couple of players when they have had injuries and so on, and they have some days off from the club, they have been traveling outside. Thibaut Courtois, Jude Bellingham, so not only Kylian Mbappe. He says, "Well, boos tonight. Boos are simply the life of a famous player like me. We have to accept the boos. It's normal. No one is going to die tonight." It shouldn't be. I think that's a wrong approach. The boos are there because you haven't delivered. All right. If you had delivered, none of the fans would have been booing you. We don't boo you because you're famous. Okay. We have had more famous player than you at the club. If you do your job, no Real Madrid fan gonna be standing there and booing you. Trust me, Owara, we will be even cheering you even more. Okay, so trust me, you have got it right wrong, Kylian. We don't boo you because you're famous. We boo you because you haven't given us anything since you arrived at the club. Okay, so understand us correctly, Bawala. People were saying it makes no sense for me to play 90 minutes every game. Then we went to the Copa del Rey. I didn't play, and we got knocked out. So this one is like indirectly calling out the rest of the players and saying that they are dirt and we can't do anything without him. But here as well, you're wrong. You're both correct and wrong. Okay, in the Copa del Rey, I swear you're right. You're right. Even against Talavera, guys, don't forget Albacete wasn't the only Segunda team that we faced in the Copa del Rey this season. Okay, we faced Talavera in the round prior to Albacete, and we have to be honest. Without Kylian Mbappe, we would have lost against Talavera too, because don't forget we won 3-2 against Talavera. Kylian Mbappe was involved in all three goals, and then the next Segunda team he didn't play, and we lost. And we got knocked out. So in that case, he's correct. But at the same time, in the Champions League, though, let's talk about the Champions League, Kylian. You were not there. We faced Benfica. We beat them. You were not there. We faced Man City. We beat them home and away. In La Liga, we were beating teams without you. We played our best football this season in the period that you were injured. Also in the La Liga, we even beat Atletico Madrid after 3 years not beating them in the La Liga. We finally beat them. You were out. Okay, you came back. What happened? We couldn't even beat anyone. We lost to Mallorca. We drew to Girona, Real Betis. This is you playing 90 minutes in all of those games, yeah? So you need to wake up too. This type of mentality is not correct, okay? I don't watch Arbeloa's press conferences. I watch French TV, okay? It hurts me when people say, I don't want to play. I always want to play. Here as well, I think Kylian Mbappe don't really get along with Arbeloa, okay? And he was getting along better with Xabi Alonso, because the difference between Xabi Alonso and Alvaro Arbeloa has been that Xabi Alonso, he had Kylian Mbappe as his main player, okay? He was playing around Kylian Mbappe. That's why in the beginning of the season, Kylian Mbappe was in on hot form. Like, of course, guys, after everything went downhill, that's when all the dictator and this and that, all of these comments started. But in the beginning of the season, all the way up to the Clasico, when we beat Barcelona also in the Clasico, We were talking about Kylian Mbappe this season, gonna have a generational season, and we're gonna win trophies, and he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or. Okay, this is what majority of us were thinking. Okay, but when it started to go downhill, and then Xabi Alonso left, and Arbeloa came in, Arbeloa, he one of his main jobs at the club was to wake up Vini again, give Vini a lot of confidence. So Vini was the focal point for Arbeloa, not really Kylian Mbappe. So Vini is on Arbeloa's side, and Mbappe, he was on Alonso's side, and now Mbappe, he don't rate Arbeloa at all. Okay, and one of the reports also is that when he found out that he's going to start from the bench in their Clasico, he said that he has discomfort, which sits me in the wrong. But I'm fuming when I hear this type of comments. These ain't the type of mentality I want to see. I want to see every player being ready to defend the club no matter how many minutes they get. Okay, why not be even on the bench? Even if you get 10 minutes, you should have the mentality that no matter how many minutes you want to be out there, you want to contribute, and you want to do your job. And trust me, Arbeloa is protecting you. You don't want to play the World Cup. You want to go and get injured even more. Chouameni and Fede fight, when I left the training ground, I did not know about it. Okay, I will work hard in the training so I can hope to start a game. My injury that first forced me out of the Clasico, it was a little bit painful. It's a shame because El Clasico is a game I love to play. I always score against Barca. But you have one victory since you joined Real Madrid. How many El Clásicos have you played, Mbappe? You have one victory against Barcelona. You have lost all other games, okay? Don't be talking about Barcelona and you always score against Barcelona and so on. Yeah, maybe you always score against Barcelona, but brother, you almost always lose to Barcelona since you have been wearing the Real Madrid jersey. I have no problems with the coach. Every coach has his own philosophy. We started the season well, then we lost everything in the second half of the season. So exactly here, this one as well, you can translate it in a way that he's saying we started the season well with Alonso, but then with Arbeloa, we lost everything. Okay, it hurts me a lot. I feel like we had a playing style, a structure, and we lost all of it. So again, we are talking about Xabi Alonso and Arbeloa here. And he says, why didn't I start? Ask the manager. Florentino Perez is the best president in the world. We are lucky to have him, and we should never forget what he has done for Real Madrid. And then he says, what did Real Madrid mistake? My injured knee. Real Madrid never make mistakes. It's the best club in the world. So maybe those reports about checking the wrong knee and so on, it was only bullshit. The shenanigans from the dressing room that has been leaked. Okay, and now they in the first in the first half of the season, people were saying I played too many minutes, that I needed to rest more, that I play every game, and now they're saying I don't want to play anymore. It makes no sense. Do I want to play or not? I have a great relationship with Xabi Alonso. Everybody knows what I think of him, but that's in the past now. So what he's showing clearly that he's on Alonso's side and not Arbeloa. Okay, and then Arbeloa in the press conference as well. Basically, he's responding to Kylian Mbappe. Okay, is there any problem with you and Kylian Mbappe? No, for me, the player who couldn't even make the bench 4 days ago, the best thing was for him to play in the second half and to be a starter on Sunday. On top of that, Gonzalo deserved to play today. And as long as I'm sitting in this chair, I'm the one who will decide who plays and who doesn't. If they don't like it, they can wait for the next coach. So this is the first time as well we are hearing Alvaro Arbeloa being a bit heated in his press conference as well, and like want to show authority. But it's too late, Arbeloa. It's too late, okay? When the right timing was there, you were saying every game that they lost, you were saying it's only my fault, my fault, my fault. You were holding their towel and everything. Now we have one game left in 2 games left in La Liga. Now you want to talk like big boy? Pipe down, brother. Okay. He says, well, Kylian said he felt like he could start tonight. Again, 4 days ago, he couldn't even be on the bench against Barca. Is only logical. I agree. I agree with that one. Kylian said that the team had structure in the first half of the season and lost it in the second half. I don't know. Maybe he scored more goals in the first half than in the second half of the season. So I'm telling you, Arbeloa as well, a bit feisty. I thought Kylian Mbappe, he's the fourth attacker in the squad. I never said to him, I don't know what it means. I don't even have 4 attackers. Some players were ungrateful and unfair to me. I know how players are. I don't expect them to give me what I give them. I understand the egos players have. I don't care if the player disagree with my decision. I will do what's right for the team until the end. Okay. I'm Real Madrid coach and I decide who plays and who doesn't, no matter what their name is. But I don't believe in those words, okay, Arbeloa. You're just talking too much shit. Mbappe boot. I always want the fans to support the players, all of them. No. When Mbappe and Vini start winning and scoring again, the fans will applaud them again. Yes, you win, and we will shut the hell up. But if you think we're gonna sit quiet after these past 2 years, you're highly mistaken, my friend. It will never happen, okay? We demand more. This ain't the right club to sit and just cling on to the past and keep our mouth shut because we done something in the past. But right now, for 2 years in a row, like last season we gave you the benefit of the doubt. We said every team they're gonna have a dip in form, okay? Like you ain't gonna be on top all the time. You're gonna eventually have an off season. This is what we were saying last year. This season, though, I'm seeing the same pattern, same mentality, even worse. This one was even worse than last season. So you can't really be expecting the fans to keep their mouth shut. And I'm seeing, I saw also footage online and during the game yesterday that the fans wanted to hold the banner that said Florentino leave now, and the security in the stadium like quickly shut that one down. In my eyes, that's oppression. Freedom of speech. You should let the people say what they think. If they are dissatisfied, they should be able to express their opinion. I don't like this type of style. Okay, taking it was nothing political or like racist or anything. It was just a message about that they are dissatisfied with the president of the club, and in my opinion, those fans are paying money to go to the stadium. If they want to express their opinion, they should be able to, and they should be free to express their opinion. What they are doing in the stadium, they try to shut down the fans. Okay, like they're trying to make the situation look like we are satisfied with the club. But best believe, brother, no Madridista around the world is satisfied with the club. Florentino Perez and the rest of the Real Madrid players, you want the critics to end. You want people to stop talking about you, booing you, and so on. And especially the president. You want the Real Madrid fans to love you again and not say Florentino dimisión and so on. Then better go on and win. It's in your hands, okay? You players are the ones who are playing on the pitch. If you give your 100% and show us the fans that you actually care about the badge, nobody gonna be booing you. But when you only think about yourself and you don't care about the badge, and 2 years straight you bring only suffering to us fans, then of course we're gonna be turning on you. Okay, if you have any logic in your brain, you should be understanding the fans. And let's see, guys. I'm telling you, the season already has ended a couple of weeks ago. Okay, these games are just for the show, but I hope that we're gonna see major changes this summer. I'm just tired of club football, to be honest with you. Let's hope we're gonna see good games in the World Cup, and let's see what happens next season. But guys, like the video as always. Okay, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and I will see you guys again very soon. Okay, much love and thank you everyone for all the support that you have been showing the channel. Okay, big up yourself.